Alright guys, just want to do a video here about the Daytona 500. This is no way whatsoever which I'm taking sides here. I just got some stuff I want to talk about. A lot of people's pissed, a lot of people very angry. And this happens at these big events like this, and it was just a poor timing. And Mother Nature, you can't stop her. So, I mean, nothing you can do about that. I've had people comment to me. I've had people send me messages. People at the race, people doing other stuff, and it was telling me some stuff that I really don't like. And first of all, I want to get down to this race. Pre-show. No need to have 4-hour pre-show. It's ridiculous. You can get everything you need to accomplish here in a couple hours. Obviously, they might have would have started the race earlier today if Donald Trump hadn't showed up, but that was planned, and I'm sure he could only be there at a certain time, so they really couldn't back out of that deal, and I'm not blaming NASCAR for that. And you know, a lot of people saying, well, if Donald Trump hadn't been there, this would never happen. Well, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go talk about NASCAR and what they done wrong. First of all, I know yesterday they had talked about rain hitting the racetrack at 4 o'clock Sunday, which was, you know, the Daytona 500. Like I said, with the Donald Trump thing, they couldn't move it up. They couldn't reschedule the race to start at a certain time. The thing I think what they could have done was went ahead and done a lot of the pre-stuff and everything way ahead of time. So once Donald got there, and they done all that stuff, get ready for it. False advertisement. A lot of people send me messages saying, "JB, when I thought the race started 2:30." I'm like, yeah, it technically they did advertise 2:30, the Daytona 500, but they didn't say it was a pre-show, which actually started earlier at 2:30. So a lot of people thought the race was actually going to start at 2:30 and tuned into it. And a lot of people don't want to sit there for 2 hours. NASCAR really needs to think about what they're doing with this pre-show stuff. I remember back in the day, the Daytona 500 started at 12 p.m. You turned on the TV and they said, "Drivers, start your engines," and we're out racing. That's all we care about anyway. We don't care about hearing them talk to these drivers saying the same thing that they've said all week long with that. But yeah, I had, you know, some people send me some messages saying the big thing was declining the start of the race to 4 o'clock. That was a big thing. Something to do with that. They also, a lot of complaints on giving up on drying the track at 6:30 whenever they had the final hard rains come in. That was a big deal because I think it's 2014. We saw a race go to 2 a.m. in the morning. I think they should have done it tonight. That way the fans would have been there. Now, tomorrow the stands will look half empty. A lot of people's got to go to work. I just really think that hurt NASCAR in that opinion right there. The declining for whatever reason and without explanation. Start the race again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. They did not give an explanation why they're doing that. There's a lot of people's talking about that, and they're pissed. You know, a lot of people would love to see it at 11, because if you work daytime, you're obviously going to miss most of it anyway. But if they had it run at 10 o'clock in the morning, people who work nighttime could have watched most of it, if not all of it. So the 4 o'clock deal is bad. That's bad news because people's leaving work around 4 or 5. They got to go shopping to get some groceries or whatever. People's going into work around 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Out of the worst timing that could have happened. And I think I know the reason why, guys. The WWE is now in with Fox. They're with Fox they're really into it now. So they wanted them to start, instead of having a nighttime race, which everybody thought they'll do, you know, instead of waiting till 7 or 8 o'clock at night to start the race, Monday Night Raw comes on at 8 o'clock. So they knew that would play effect on the ratings for that. And with them being on Friday nights, they have a big say in what Fox does now. I mean, they're really big into it, and I think that's the reason why it's a 4 o'clock start instead of a later start. I could be wrong. I just know a lot of people's angry. I mean, I got to work tomorrow. You know, obviously I've got ways to watch it, so I'm going to maybe not work too hard tomorrow night. But yeah, I mean, it was a wrong. Everything went wrong. For what I mean, the excitement, you could feel it in the air. The excitement was so high. I'm like, this is going to be the best Daytona 500 we've seen in years. And things happen. You know, the good Lord above wanted it to rain. He wanted it to rain, and ain't nobody can do about that. But I think NASCAR should have other ways of working their way in the system with fixing stuff. All these people who can't make it back to the track Monday should get their money back fully, or free tickets to next year's Daytona 500. They got to do something to make that up. They can't just take somebody's money for 20 laps of racing. I mean, that's just plain out ridiculous. And I'm only saying that because the fans come first. It's like Darrell Waltrip said, the fans ain't running away from NASCAR. NASCAR's running away from fans. They need to think about what they're trying to accomplish here. I think if the president hadn't been there, which I'm glad he was there, I mean, that was awesome, don't get me wrong. I think they would have probably started it a little bit early. But, you know, he's got a certain time and he has to be there. Now, what that's going to, I mean, for the racing, obviously ratings ain't going to be like it should be. I think it could possibly rain again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That's why I'm saying, you know, every evening in Florida around that time it kind of rains. That's why they should have started by 8 or 9 o'clock at night time. Let everybody daytime working get home to watch it. Let people works nighttime could possibly take off a little bit early, get home, watch it. But I know a lot of people's angry and pissed. It's just the way it is. But hey, the Pick 5 contest, guys, is right now started. You cannot put in your picks now. It has already started. So personally, from me, JB, to all you fans out there who was at the track and cannot make it back tomorrow, or you can't watch it tomorrow, I'm sorry. And maybe they'll get it fixed one day. There's different ways around it. There's always ways around it to fix it. So you guys tell me what you think below. Everybody has a great night, and hopefully we'll get to see a great race tomorrow evening. So we'll see you guys later.